Hi everyone, this is Chris Mounier. This is the video recording with the first step, Step A, Start, in the how-to guide to QA for Startups. The guide QA for Startups is not just for startups, it's what to design and expect in a QA/QC program and initiative with a startup mindset, whether actually at a startup or within an enterprise corporation. The QA Startups guide aims to offer software quality assessment guidance and measures geared to the uniquely special characteristics commonly inherent within a startup, both preventative and detective, to ensure and improve toward the result of productizing better quality software to benefit in the highest levels with the establishment and maintenance of an efficient and effective testing management and communication protocol with executives, product managers, testers, developers, and engineers. The QA for Startups guide has a set of workflow steps to be followed when implementing a QA/QC program and initiative with the startup mindset. Each step is identified with a letter of the alphabet starting with A, the video recording you're watching or listening to now, and ends with J. There are 10 steps altogether. Please note, in the workflow, there's an educational step, Step D, regarding the analysis of reasons why QA finds bugs. This is not a critical step in the workflow. Another way to see the workflow steps in the QA for Startups guide is as a foundation stack, which builds the set of workflow steps to be followed when implementing a QA/QC program and initiative with a startup mindset. The items shown in the foundation stack match the workflow steps. Step D, regarding the analysis of reasons why QA finds bugs, is not a critical step and is not shown. The first step in the QA for Startups guide is Step A, Start. This step establishes and creates the basic files to set up for QA to begin with that I recommend. There are 4 files in this step. Each file is unique, has a value on its own, and part of the toolbox for initiating and implementing a new QA program in an organization. We'll go through each file individually. The first file to start off with is the to-do list. This may sound elementary, but it's surprising how much can pile up quickly for a QA testing role. This file aims to keep track of the various tasks and requests by category and priority to be done. The file is best designed with a creation date and an updated date, if not even kept in a code version repository, ideally, so as to keep track of how up-to-date the to-do list is. This file can be created simply with a text editor, and to-do items accomplished or achieved can be archived and recorded toward the bottom. This will help with progress and status reports into the future, as well as any sort of evidence for promotions and raises. The second file to start off with is the questions and findings list. This file aims to be a container where you can take notes and then request or understand explanations for the findings and questions you have while discovering and exploring a new system or set of software products. The file can be temporary just while you're getting started with the initiating a QA program, or as an ongoing or living file into the future. With certain tools, comments can mention people or groups by name so as to elicit their responses and answers. The file is best designed with a set of columns that are both narrative and binary. For instance, there could be a column where you can enter a descriptive question or finding, then another column where you can indicate with an X that it is a blocker or a bug. Other columns could be included such as the answer response, who you should ask the question to by name or role, a status, an action, and dates for when the row was created and when it is updated. The file can be created as a spreadsheet file so as to use the tabular rows and columns for entering information as questions and findings and other information for a given row. The third file to start off with is the status document. This may sound redundant, but it's actually in line with the team collaboration and communications, similar to a well-known daily stand-up meetings, whether you participate in those daily meetings or just need to have a place to document and publish the status and progress and blockers for a QA testing role. This file aims to keep track of the daily status, including what was accomplished yesterday, what's the focus today, and if there are any blockers to accomplishing the tasks in focus. The file is best designed with a creation date and then just each list of items, accomplishments, planned, and blockers per day. This file is created as a document with the ability to bold dates and headers, making it for easy readability. The fourth and last file to start off with is the test case inventory for smoke and regression tests. This file aims to be a container where you can take and specify the test cases to be run on an ad hoc frequency or in a planned routine manner, and be explicit enough for others to see what's being tested and the priority of those tests. This is a permanent file and can be viewed as a database of the test cases. The file is best designed with a set of columns that are consistent and explanatory for all test cases. For instance, there could be a column where you can enter a test case number for reference, the test name, the steps to be performed, the expected results, a pass or fail or pending status column, the actual results in the latest test run, any notes or preconditions or postconditions of the test cases, and other fields such as the area in the application or the feature. Other columns could be included, such as the role performing the test, a status of the test case, and dates for when the test case was created and when it is updated. The file is created as a spreadsheet file, or the test cases are inputted into a test case management software tool so as to use a structure for all test cases and the reporting of their results. So in summary, this step in the guide presents what we have covered, the first step in the QA4Startups Step A, Start. This step establishes and creates the basic files to set up for QA to begin with that I recommend. There are 4 files in this step. Each file is unique, has a value of its own, and part of the toolbox for initiating and implementing a new QA program in an organization. We will cover the other steps in other subsequent video recordings. If you'd like to review or access the document version of this guide, please contact me. And click to subscribe or check back for upcoming video recordings as we go through the guide. Again, thank you very much for your participation in making software better.